All right, ladies and gentlemen, the semifinals of Taiko World Cup 2026 is here. I'm your commentator, Beat43210, and today we are looking at our opening match of the weekend between Taiwan and New Zealand. Joining me today in the commentary booth, _GT. How you doing?
Hello, excited to be here once again. And yeah, somewhat interesting map. We have the Taiwan that looks like they are kind of unstoppable, having a really strong performance last week. And then New Zealand, it's going to be a tough road ahead for them to see how much damage they can do to this Taiwan roster.
100%. Especially New Zealand, who have been clawing their way through the loser bracket a little bit. Now facing one of their toughest opponents yet, Taiwan. So they're going straight into it. And it looks like Taiwan has banned Hidden 1. Impulse, the slow jam hidden pick, getting the banlings.
Yeah, generally one of New Zealand's strong suits, so it does make sense that Taiwan want to go for one of the HD here. Meanwhile, New Zealand will also be banning one of their weak points in that HR1.
Ah, yes. Hard Rock 1 getting banned. Tasuke fans very, very disappointed. Oh, well, at least... Well, there is next match in an hour from now, so... Maybe we'll see Hard Rock 1 then. Instantly sniped both Hidden and Hard Rock 1. Leaving the rest of the pool up for grabs, and the first pick that New Zealand will go for is Illustrious Drifters, our 3-mod 1 pick.
Yeah, when it comes to free mod, especially free mod 1, we do see a lot of teams always going for this double HHR, so total 4 mods for each team. And Taiwan generally haven't been the super best double HHR team, but the question is whether they can do good enough just to beat New Zealand on this.
So, free mod 1, for those who do not know, you can pick your own flavor of mods. You can play no mod, hidden, hard rock only, or hidden and hard rock together. It's like ice cream. You get to choose your own poison. And of course, New Zealand continuing their running trend of very questionable name choices for their players. We of course have our pinned command, so you can get the translation. It's like New Zealand comes with a whole new language to decode their player name. So New Zealand is Zedox, and
Spox,
Old
yeah.
Zealand is Fox. Two very, very well-established players in the New Zealand team who are looking to strike against Taiwan in this opening pick. On the Taiwanese side, High Greeks and Sevgo will be playing. Now, 3-mod-1 is the more comfortable pick of the three in terms of mods. So we're highly anticipating multiple mods to be picked, and we get 3 mods from both sides.
Ooh, okay, interesting. I guess New Zealand can't run 4 mods on this. 3 mods is gonna be matching Taiwan though, so this pick still looking pretty good.
So, Zedox and High Greeks fighting it out in Hidden Hard Rock. Sparks going with Hidden, and Sevgo with Hard Rock only. New Zealand off to a very slight advantage out the gate. And that's off High Greeks, who had a bit of a rough start in terms of the accuracy, but is recovering.
Yeah, so far, HD losing a little bit of ag. It is a little bit slow, so it does make so it's trying to drop a bit of hundreds. Sevgo locked in on the HR right now. still holding 99.5%.
And all the players are looking incredibly good out the gate. But New Zealand losing a bit of accuracy, and Sparks drops below 99% on the hidden. It is tightening the lead between the two.
Yeah, High Greeks is starting to lock in, stops dropping egg, and things look a little bit worse for New Zealand during that KI. They lead a little bit more score. Only 4,000 points in the lead now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
What a huge drop from Zedox. Completely missed the transition back after the break. Always got to remember, the Cantan section is the hardest section of the song. And Taiwan is out in front by 15,000 score.
Yeah, I mean, they're gonna need to find another miss. And that's a miss from the wrong side. That's Sparks finding a miss. That's both FCs from the New Zealand side gone. And that should be Taiwan taking this 3-1 pick. There's only a little bit of 1-2+1-6 left at the end of this map.
Yeah. And a tremendous turnaround for Taiwan, who was chasing New Zealand the whole map on the accuracy, was trying to find that way in, but the door was just suddenly swung right open. Well, I should say that the checkered flag was suddenly within the distance, and they have overtaken New Zealand to the victory point, and Taiwan looking to lead 1-0.
A little bit of ultra left to go, and it does look like Taiwan has started off very strong here. Potentially a 3-mod double FC on this FM. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. High Greeks with the full combo, double modded 66 100s, 98% accuracy, just under. Respectable score, especially after persevering throughout the entire song. And Sevgo, not that far behind at 23 100s. And a full combo. So, a very fantastic start for Taiwan, picking up the break point. Looking good in style, getting double full combos. And let's see where they go. You don't even have to wait that long. They're driving straight over the Hard Rock Zone.
Yeah, this is the more reading focused HR. The HR mod does increase the scroll speed. It makes the notes fly in faster, and this one is pretty fast. 240 BPM SV equivalent for this map.
100%. And a very terrifying song to boot. Not Sakura. So we do see some player swaps coming in. Now New Zealand is Arlie. So Arlie replacing Sparks for the Hard Rock pick. And Monkey the Luffy coming in for Taiwan.
Yep, super strong HR player coming in from Taiwan. This should be a very strong pick for them.
Yeah, this is a...
not, yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
not usually doing the best on those HRs, and yeah, this is one of those abuse picks. Also, I would think.
He will think for some time, but not as long as Bancho will think about starting the map. As we get a little bit of a desync to kick off the map, gotta love it. Bancho already trying to not be in the best behavior, trying to be a little bit cheeky. 2 maps in. And here we go.
Yeah.
Arlie from New Zealand picking up the first miss. Pretty decent recovery, all things considered.
Yeah, that Ki there, the very start of the map. Just a taste of that fast BBM SV. For now it's a little bit slower, but the patterns are still pretty fast, and we see Ali finding another miss. And yeah, this HR abuse is in full swing.
Yeah, Taiwan looking incredibly good. The top player in the lobby right now, Monkey D. Luffy, 99.92%. Only picking up 100, maybe 2. If that. It has incredibly dangerous performance, especially on a hard rock pick that has a very high OD, 9.5. Almost as tight as it gets in terms of the timing window. But
yeah,
Zedux trying to keep things a little bit flashy, but credit what credit's due. Zedux is actually outperforming Sebgo.
But it is a 2v2, and yeah, that's the end of the map. It's a really short map, and both of these Taiwan players able to hold on to their full combos. Zedox as well.
Yeah, Luffy picked up quite a few 100s towards the ending there, but still takes out the top individual score of the lobby. He came, played Hard Rock 2, and dipped.
Yep.
Absolutely brutal. So, yeah, Taiwan exploiting the difficulty increase in this pool. This semifinals pool, some will argue that it's not a semifinals pool. Some will argue it's a little bit more difficult than that. And you will probably see some maps in this pool where one team is just going to absolutely exploit the other based on their second player. And we just saw that there with Hard Rock 2. And New Zealand hoping to do something a little bit similar with Nomad 4, but Nomad 4 is the gimmick pick.
Gimmick indeed. But I feel like this one has really high mechanical demand as well, in terms of like tag patterning. There is a decent amount of SV reading involved, especially when it comes to like the slower SV, trying to discern one third from 1/4, as well as some like funny slider business that needs to be taken care of. But yeah, a gimmick pick here for New Zealand.
Yeah, the song's a little bit of a goofy one, but hopefully, amidst the madness, New Zealand will get on the board. So, Zedox and Sparks coming back in, and for Taiwan, Palemo replacing Monkey D. Luffy.
Yeah, this map not as practice heavy as last week, I would feel. Maybe you want to get used to SV a bit, but yeah, a decent amount of practice still is gonna help. The little taste of the slider stuff right there.
Yeah, and the sliders are going to be very important, especially because there's a lot of them in this song. It looks like Zedox had missed in the early section of the song, but High Creeks will follow it up right after. Sparks trades it off as well. Palemo, the only player on a full combo, holding on to that 98%.
The SV jumps catching off 3 of these players already.
Yeah, we're going to start seeing some intermixing SV. We're going to have some notes completely appear out of order. Here we go. We're getting that started. New Zealand's suffering a combo reset as a result.
Yeah, now heading to more speed tag patterns with some sliders mixed in.
Taiwan clearing it without much difficulty. New Zealand actually recovering quite well in this section.
Just as you say that.
Of course. Zedux,
Of course.
you know, did finger slip somewhere. But this is not... It's a little bit of a challenge for New Zealand to recover from here. But that's just coming off the incredible combos that Polyamo and High Greeks have. Still incredibly unfazed.
Yeah, these 1/3 mixed into 1/4 is not tripping up High Greeks at all. Still holding it on to a 99%.
And here we go. We're going into the final section here. Taiwan up by 100,000 points, looking incredibly good. Polemo chasing the full combo. Can he do it?
More misses coming out from the New Zealand camp, but it's not really gonna matter. Eyes just now on this Taiwan with High Greeks. See if he can complete the reverse choke Polemo as well. Looking to get this FC.
Oh, but can he do it? Polemo does do it. He takes it 39 100s and a full combo. The only one in the lobby with High Greeks, the only player even coming close with a 1 miss run.
Honestly, I think the 99% is kind of crazy, especially considering all like the snapping changes as well as the relatively high OD 6.2. Very cool score from High Greeks.
It is. High Greeks actually takes the MVP of the map because does outscore Polemo's full combo, which can happen especially when you mix in if you've missed some of the slider ticks. Definitely can happen. So not too much of a surprise there. But Taiwan looking to show no mercy, firing out Nomad 2. Going into the technical pick.
Alright, interesting pick here. Tech map by Ruby's87, no light. 140 BPM, it is kind of like speed techy, got a bunch of swing mixed in as well. But yeah, mostly looking at combined like 1/4 plus 1/6 patterns. There's some 1/8 plus 1/6 I do believe in the map as well.
Oh. Nah. It's not no map, guys. It's not no map. It's just no updated map. Totally. Oh, I don't know how to say that username. DS?
I mean, DSSDS probably.
Maybe a Nintendo fan. Maybe. Oh. We'll say DS. Looking to make a showing for Taiwan in this match.
One of the lesser known names from this Taiwan roster.
Perhaps, but plenty to show for it. Looking to make a splash in this lobby. Trying to hold off New Zealand's attempts to get into this match. Especially with the incredible number of snap changes. Catching out Zenox right out the gate. He picks up the first miss in the lobby.
There we see some of these 1/4 plus 1/6. So far, everyone able to hold on to decently strong egg, but New Zealand suffering a little bit, bleeding a lot of score because of their accuracies. All these 100s costing them a lot of score. Already a 40,000 point lead opening up.
And it is only going to get wider as Taiwan is just overall more consistent in terms of the accuracy front. The OD is only 7, but on a technical pick, it can make a huge difference. And we see it here with Sparks holding a full combo at 97%. Zedux 98%, but picked up a miss at the start of the song. But they both are currently significantly behind Taiwan, who are both at 99% on that full combo. Absolutely unfazed by the no light of this map.
Doesn't really feel like New Zealand have a chance in this one. The accuracy gap between these two teams is just too great.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate too because New Zealand can play this map. It just looks like something completely different when it's not. Like New Zealand's playing phenomenally well, you know, trying to go through this song and barely avoid the misses. And High Greek's going to drop the full combo, but makes an incredibly fast recovery to hover just below the 99% mark. Oh, wait a minute. DS?
Yeah, this is funny a miss. Maybe a chance for New Zealand. But there goes Sparks' full combo. And that's New Zealand's hopes dashed on this no more too.
Yeah, a bit of an unfortunate chain of events, but Taiwan just generally more strong on the accuracy front. And that's the final layup of the map. Everybody just kind of breaking only in one major section of varying amounts. But overall, Taiwan just generally more precise with their notes, scoring a very comfortable 4th point, and is threatening a sweep against New Zealand if New Zealand cannot find a path through.
Yep. I mean, one more chance to deny the sweep. I do think they have some decent picks. Like, I think Fremont 3 can maybe work. Something like... Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to challenge Do you want to try to challenge Taiwan and hope that they become overconfident, over modding on a Fremont pick? Probably not the greatest idea, but at the same time, what's the alternative? You've already tried Gimmick. Trying to do more technical picks like Speed Tech, like you would see with them on 6. Maybe not the brightest move. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Fremont 3. A bit of a good choice, probably. I will admit it is a very narrow road for New Zealand so far, but I think we both can agree that this is perhaps their best choice to getting a point.
Yeah, Fremont 1's been their best looking map so far, so I think something along the lines of Fremont is going to make the most sense. And Fremont 3,
yeah,
I feel is going to work, can possibly work out for them.
It could, especially on a stream heavy Fremont pick like this one. It is entirely possible that somebody picked up some chain miss of notes, and maybe that can provide that opening, but we'll see.
Yeah, likely gonna see 3 mods versus 3 mods again. Looks like it will be Monkey if you come in for HR, presumably. Sparks on HD as well.
And then High Grade in New Zealand with Hidden Hard Rock.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah, maybe Zedox able to carry this one. It's maybe doable.
Staring down the danger of a very tough opponent. New Zealand looking to try and fight through, but they will be starting this match with a mod handicap. That is right. Zedox going with only Hard Rock. pairing Monkey to Luffy. But Sparks going with just Hidden, and High Greeks taking a very, very brave plunge with Hidden Hard Rock. So we'll see how it goes. Gives High Greek about 1.5% worth of buffer.
Yeah, we'll see if this might be an overmod.
We'll see.
But for now, things relatively equal between both teams as High Greeks dropping a lot of hunters at the start because of the double mod.
And so the battle begins. Taiwan quick to get the early lead. The extra score coming from High Greeks, giving a 10,000 score head start. Margin that should slowly trickle out over the course of the song.
Alright, long stream starting right now. So far, okay, a bunch of misses come from High Greeks and quickly traded by Sparks though. Taiwan still barely in the lead for now.
If you blinked, you would have missed it. But you will not be missing that break. High Greeks picking up a combo drop, allowing New Zealand a chance to close the gap just a little bit for now. But the lead still steady at around the 8,000 score for Taiwan. As the Hard Rock players, Monkey D. Luffy and Xenox, currently chilling at the high 99s. No misses in sight, and only a few 100s accumulated. Right now, this battle is coming down between High Greeks and Sparks. But Sparks with an incredible miss and is struggling to recover.
Yeah, this part is super anti-HD. It's really slow SV combined with some 1/8 in those streams, and yeah, that's Sparks finding a ton of misses. And now Taiwan building a strong lead.
That is unfortunate for New Zealand. And this pick slowly but surely looking to fall apart. And now, I guess the only question that remains... Oh, wait. High Greeks picks up an early miss. But does make a good recovery. This is an incredible long note stream. Oh, wait. But he picks up some more misses. Oh, no. Zedox does trade it off, removing any doubt of a comeback. And Taiwan will win the map pick with Monkey to Luffy topping the lobby at 17/100s full combo.
Super strong FC here. Monkey Luffy HR player shows why he's one of the strongest HR players here in this tournament. And FC on this 3mod3.
Absolutely brutal. All right, Taiwan. What will you do next? They have been on a roll so far in this match. The audience is chanting for No Mod 6. But will Taiwan give it to him? Zedak doesn't want No Mod 6. Overrule. Sparks going, no, not hidden too, please. Says the hidden one. Okay. But you know what? Taiwan definitely will not be picking. They will not. Okay, tiebreaker 1, yeah, they're not going to be picking. But they will also not be picking the Taiko World Cup 2026 banners because that's not a map pick. That is a purchasable $2.50 contribution to the tournament scene where you can get your favorite profile of your favorite country in your profile page. Okay, they actually did go for Hidden 2. But with that, you can support your favorite countries in this tournament. We got 32 of them who are playing in this year. And if you back the favorite to win the tournament, or if you back a country that makes it all the way and wins, you get to keep that profile for the entire year. So go ahead, make your support for them now. You can support Taiwan, you can support New Zealand, and also many of the other teams that are playing in this year. You only got a few weeks left to do it, so feel free to do so. You usually go away at the end of the finals, so you probably got about this week or next to make your purchases. I mean, it's a little bit late to buy some of them, but it's never too late to start now.
Oh, right. Anyways, HD2 gets picked here. 6.95 stars, 260 BPM. Very run-of-the-mill 260 BPM map. Consistently HD, or like faster SVHD, I guess.
Yes, Hidden 2. Definitely the first major speed pick. You're looking for that fast, blazing glory, you will definitely find it here. And we're going to be seeing Chi Stingy stepping in for Taiwan, giving Freaks a bit of a break after playing for the last couple of maps in a row. So let's see how they go as New Zealand desperately tries to get a point on the board. It is do or die for New Zealand. They've had an incredible run and have been a well-liked team over the years, but they don't want to see the run end here on a note like this. And a bit of a good start for New Zealand. Picking up only minuscule 100s. Zedox does pick up that opening miss. Fox follows closely behind.
Yeah, a lot of misses already from this New Zealand side. Things not looking so good on this HD2. That being said, we do see a miss from Polemo, keeping things, well, trying to keep things close, but that miss is so very clean.
Yeah, Polemo does make a very fast recovery, and the scoreline is settled at the halfway point. 60,000 score in Taiwan's favor. Chi Stingy, the only player with a full combo and a very dangerous accuracy to boot. 99.57 that he loses immediately. But Polemo and Zedox are very close on the accuracy front, so not all hope is lost just yet.
Alright, heading to the last section here. Things get a little bit denser compared to the previous parts. Maybe a bit more chance for Taiwan to find small misreads and find chain misses.
Well, so far they're about halfway through, doing incredibly well. But New Zealand also trying to hold the line, getting over 700 combo. But Taiwan, of course, too strong to be reckoned with, and as a result, Taiwan is going to sweep the match fairly convincingly, 6-0, knocking New Zealand out of the tournament, and Chi Stingy finishing up with a full combo of his own. GG, well played, and just a very, very tough team to play against. Taiwan, over the years, has been a force to be reckoned with. They have been podiuming multiple times. Had a bit of a rough seed this year at seed number 8. And they do find themselves early on floating down to the loser bracket. But I think this dominant performance shows that they ready to let it rip in the loser bracket for all who face in their way. And New Zealand, unfortunately, was just the first team of what could be many in this year's World Cup.
Yep. This Taiwan team is starting to power up now that the pools have gotten harder, showing that they really do have the depth to fight on these pools. And yeah, tomorrow we'll be seeing them face off against the winner of United States versus Finland. Ooh.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, Taiwan. Taiwan may look very, very competitive now, but Finland or the United States could have something to say about that tomorrow. So we'll see how they do it when they come back. As for New Zealand, very phenomenal run this year getting into the semis. It's definitely been a good run for them. I think they are pretty content with the result they've gotten. And I guess they can look forward to more team building, not only in the skills, but also in their names for next year. So with New Zealand and Taiwan concluding, up next in about 24 minutes, we're going to have another loser bracket match, and that's going to be between China and Australia. Two very hyped up teams who are relatively close in seeding. So, yeah, it's going to be cool. I hope you all will be excited for that, especially as Prosthetic and Jay try and take on the Chinese roster.
Yeah, I have my thoughts on that, but I'll leave it to the next casters to discuss it.
Oh, I'll leave it to the next casters to discuss it, but for completely different reasons. But, yeah, I'm very excited to see that matchup. We will have a change in casters as well, so I'll look forward to that. And until then, I guess we're going to leave it here. We do have about 20 minutes, so freshen up, listen to those drums beat, and I guess we'll see you soon. But before we do you have anything you want to say before we wrap things up?
Nope.
All right, and that's going to be it. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this match between Taiwan and New Zealand. Stay tuned as Taiko World Cup, the semifinals, kicks off.